Good afternoon, I'm Brian James here with an update regarding the series. Anyway, as you may know, after Richmond, if you check the Facebook page, we had to assess a penalty. Rick Hill Jr., who drives the 61 Ford for the Carvana Wildcard Series, was assessed a 15-point penalty for actions committed during the Richmond race. This was a result of our spoiling rule. As a result, obviously the first offense is a 15-point penalty. Rick Hill Jr. won the race at Richmond as well as the regular season championship. By that rule, that win must be disqualified and not counted toward the playoffs. As a result, DJ Dogo was declared the winner at Richmond, with points being deducted from Rick Hill Jr. in the regular season, resulting him to lose the regular season championship. As many of you may have read as well, I have gotten ahead in my recording. You may have noticed Rockingham and Iowa did not have updated standings. On your screen, you will also see the point standings that are updated as of right now after the penalties. The penalty will make Devin Blue, driver the number 87 Nemco Toyota and Chevy, their new regular season champion, and he will get the points for that. We have not taken any actions toward penalizing the 61 regarding, like deducting the 15 points and stuff from the playoffs, as this was a regular season infraction. And because I have recorded ahead, we will not, unfortunately, be able to redo the playoffs. And I also felt that despite the penalties to the 61, we should not be removing drivers from the playoffs, because the driver who would have been removed wouldn't have been Rick Hill Jr. So it wasn't fair to the drivers in the field currently, and it wasn't fair that somebody else get punished for an action from another driver. So my sincerest apologies to DJ Dogo. I will be making that up at a later date. Anyway, thank you guys for understanding. I hope you guys will continue to watch, and I hope you guys enjoy the race here at Portland today. I shall return in just a moment, joined by Austin Shaw and Dan Hummel. So please stay tuned. Hello guys, and welcome here to the Carvana Wildcard Series, race number 18 here today from the Portland International Raceway, a track with a lot of history in NASCAR and currently being run by the NTT IndyCar Series. Anyway, I'm Brian James here, joined by our NCN road course analyst, Austin Shaw.
What's up, peeps?
And also joined today by our the guy running the Pepsi Hybrid Series, Dan Hummel.
Hey, guys.
Alright, so let's get down to business here. This is an elimination race. And the course of the playoffs is a lot different now than it was the past two races, because the penalties are finally adjusted in the points. You saw it prior to our introduction. So is there any pressure? This changes everything. Who's going to be pushing hard? Who's going to be laying back?
All right, I would assume with the 61 with the penalties, I would be going full force to try to get this win.
Yeah.
Penalties definitely play a factor in this. I mean, like you said, it's an elimination race. People are obviously going to run a lot harder. These 8 drivers that are left in it.
Yeah, we go down to 6 after this. And Rick Hill Jr. is one of the guys facing potential elimination in this race. So, obviously, there's now added pressure for him to perform in this race. And he doesn't start very well today. So, I gotta imagine with him, he's probably in a bad mood now, knowing that these points are adjusted, and knowing that he is on the brink of elimination. You know, does he go full force, and will he get too aggressive in this race?
He should.
You know,
I would go for force, but not be that aggressive. When you can be aggressive, and not like taking people out type aggressive.
Don't be wrecking your own chance to make the playoffs being too aggressive.
so I think ultimately what I'm getting out of this is you got to be balanced to start. You know, you want to be aggressive, but you don't want to be too aggressive to take yourself out of the running.
Trying to say there.
So that's some great advice there. It's obviously a small organization too. That 61 team, they ran so well this season. 2 wins, 1 doesn't count for the playoffs for them.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, obviously making up the playoff points toward the next round will certainly help them. This is the last round that the playoff points will be used, because after that we'll have 3 races and then the championship 4. And the other thing is now this is primarily a road course series going forward.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of these guys who are in the playoffs may not have performed very well in the road courses. There's now added pressure for them, knowing that these road courses could be the ones that knock them out.
Yes.
Especially with Florida, the last 5 races being road courses, absolutely.
Yeah, and the only oval left is Talladega, which makes things even more stressful.
That's a hard track itself, too.
Yeah. I agree there. Anyway, Austin, you ready to take us for a lap?
Let's go.
All right, we shall return in just a moment.
Down the front stretch at Portland. Long front stretch. Hard braking into the festival curves, what they call them. A right-hander, a left-hander. And then a little right-hander. Down a little short chute. Again on the brakes. For a right-hander, another right-hander, another right-hander, long right-hander, switch it to the left for a left-hander, long left-hander, and a right for a right-hander, another long right-hander, and that's the backstretch of the course, another long part of the track. Gotta get close to that wall as possible. And hard on the brakes for a left. Then a long sweeping right. Lead you back on to the main stretch. Gotta get good exit. And that is a lap at Portland.
All right, welcome back. Here we go. Any final thoughts?
We're going to have some fun here.
Awesome.
We'll see how turn 1 and the chicane goes.
All right, cars off. Daniel, it's your call.
In honor of the great Daryl Walker, boogity, 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 let's go racing in the great Northwest, boys.
Stole my line from your Pepsi Hybrid Clash, which, by the way, I believe is out already, since I don't exactly have our schedule, and my days are all messed up. So if the Pepsi Hybrid race is well uploaded by now, be sure to check it out. Here goes the 07 Hillary Sanchez. I'm going to start calling her Mrs. Playoffs, because every single playoffs I do, she always comes to life.
Money is not going away, though.
And she did it on the outside, too. That is a difficult pass.
On the back stretch.
Another. You see Dylan Young back there. He's battling with DJ Dogo. Another thing I should have mentioned in the pre-race, DJ Dogo is the official winner now at Richmond. Did not make the playoffs because of my own stupidity in recording in advance. So you gotta imagine for DJ Dogo, he's pretty steamed right now.
Oh yeah.
So we'll see how he reacts today. We make it through the first lap.
Really calm right now, single file, down towards turn 1 15.
Oh, and I forgot to change the graphics over. So MDC is helping us this race. Boy, I'm stupid sometimes. Anyway.
You said it.
And it's on recording, so now I can't deny it. Anyway, Hillary Sanchez gets away for the time being. Like I said, we're calling her Mrs. Playoffs because the past 2 seasons she's been in the Jello Cup. She has made the playoffs. Then, not only has she made the playoffs, she's made it to as far as the Championship 4 and the round of 8 in those 2 seasons. Now she's trying to punch her ticket into the round of 6.
Honestly, that would be big for her.
Yeah.
And that's one of the brand that act well for the 07.
Yes, and he's going to have to make a move sooner or later. See there, she has the better straightaway speed than the 20.
When you get there.
Yeah, 20 is better at braking, it looks like.
You got a little loose going into the entry of the chicane.
You gotta wonder maybe if he was lifting.
Lock the brakes or something.
Maybe he wasn't trying to make a pass there. I don't know. Or knew he didn't have enough and he didn't want to run over the 07. But this is for a playoff spot. Anyway, next race we go to the Watkins Glen International Raceway, and we'll be running the boot there. Then we head to Talladega, the Charlotte Roval, and Coda. Austin, you're going to be in for a long 4 out of 5 races.
Looking forward to it.
Yeah. And the Charlotte Roval will be a challenge for these guys, but it'll also be a test toward the Cup Series.
Oh, absolutely.
It's to the line. It is Hillary Sanchez. You see, they're really spread out. There again, the 20 gets loose, but he runs it well out of the corner.
It's that
Oh, he
inside
might.
line out of the corner.
He didn't quite have a run there. We will see if this time he has a run through those double right-handers, triple right-hander,
Carousel, so.
and a carousel. You notice my IQ is not very high on these new road courses.
I got some ices right here.
Now down the back, long backstretch.
Yeah. Now at Watkins Glen we might have ourselves a radio broadcast. Stay tuned for that. That'll be interesting. We'll be able to bring you every angle of the track that is over 3 miles long.
Man, 20 is not backing up.
You gotta wonder if he's holding back just a little bit.
Just start to separate a little bit down the back.
Yeah, like I said, the 07 has straightaway speed. Other than that, the 07 is beating him other than that, the 20 is beating him everywhere else. Or beating her everywhere else, I should say.
Now, the 07 seems to have a gap right here.
The 07 has gapped him a little bit. Let's check in on that 61. While they're gapped, Rick Hill Jr., keep in mind that penalty did hurt them quite a bit. down to 23rd. This might not help him advance right now. We'll have a special, or I will bring you a special post-race show once this race is done to show you who advanced and who didn't, or we will, rather. We'll figure it out. But there will be a special post-race show with the point standings to show you who advanced, who didn't. So stay tuned. Down the straightaway. See, William Brock might have used it all up there. So maybe he's not holding back as much as we think he is.
Or is he?
I don't know, we will question that soon enough. But it looks like the 07, maybe she's got a long run car as well.
Could be.
Maybe. Or William Brock just has a short run car.
Now it looks like 20 starting to close up again. Here we go. The other question is now, when will we pit? Not yet, but here's the 20. He's setting himself up good here.
Got a good run going down the front stretch. He won't get
No,
through the chicane.
He just doesn't carry enough straightaway speed to get there, it looks like.
He kind of falls back in the chicane a little bit.
You see there, that after that straight, it looks like the 07's got him on the front part of the track. And then on the back half, that's where the 20 makes up the ground. Maybe they need some adjustments. But yeah, the 07's starting to pull away once again. And we might have only one set of pit stops here. From one stop race here. As we're past the halfway mark.
My race, that was like 7 or 8 and stuff.
Yeah, seriously. Unlike the Daytona Road Course for both series, that saw 8 to 10 stops. And they won't stop this time. And Hillary Sanchez, well, she's going to pick up another bonus point with this lap led. And the other playoff point. That'll help them out in the next round. So now Sanchez is going for max points. But the 20 could steal that win. Keep in mind, none of the playoff drivers so far have won in the playoffs. So nobody's locked in entering this race.
That could possibly change today.
Yes, it could. I mean, so far, 3 of our playoff drivers are in the top 5. Hillary Sanchez, William Brock, and Dylan Young. Dylan Young has 2 wins, William Brock has 1, and so does Hillary Sanchez. But it looks like the 20 and the 07 are really starting to gap the 38. And 38 might have lost the spot. No, he didn't. But he's all over the bumper of DJ Dogo. As we will pit this time.
Looks like everyone's coming in.
Nobody's going to play any strategy.
I'm surprised they haven't hit each
Oh.
other in the back.
61 staying out.
Oh, 61 is staying out.
There's that aggressive move that we were talking about. He's the only one that stays out.
That might hurt him.
Yeah, that could. He's going to have a flawless lap here. Or hope for a caution. And even a caution might not save him.
Bold move for the 61.
Actually, the 61 has to hope for no caution, because if he gets a caution, he's going to get sent to the back. And that's going to pretty much put an end to their playoff hopes. So, I like the bold strategy, though. I don't know about you guys.
I don't like it.
And then the other thing is now his spotter gets a chance to see what these, his spotter and his crew chief get to see what strategy these guys are running. What strategy now the 61 can run. Because maybe if these guys are going 2 tires, he could go 4, you know, and still make up a few spots. Or if they're going 4 tires, they could go fuel only. Yeah.
This time.
And is he at the beginning of the pit lane? Because if he is, that's not going to get him a bonus point.
They will.
He needs to be about a few more feet down. Oh, he will just miss the entrance. Oh man, here comes the leader. He's not going to make it.
He might.
He's just got to make it to the line for bonus point. He's got the bonus point, but he loses the lead. And then
20.
some.
Who's the leader?
Hillary Sanchez.
Still is.
Yeah, it's still Hillary Sanchez. And she now has a pretty decent gap.
What if that hurt the 61 where he is now? He just, I think it might have benefited him.
It might have.
Got him up a few spots.
But he only did right sides on that stop. So that car is probably going to be pretty tight.
I'm just trying to make a move here.
No, that's not his teammate. This is a single car organization. This is going to get him to 14th, I believe. Or actually 13th, rather. So, bold strategy gets him into the top 15.
I don't know if the top 15 will be enough to advance. We'll see if
We'll see. Initially, I was going to deduct the points from the playoffs, but I decided that, but the decision was that the regular season penalty needs to stay in the regular season. Otherwise, the 61 would be in a must-win situation here today. Anyway, let's run it through the field for you. With 3 laps to go, it's Hillary Sanchez, your race leader, William Brock in second, DJ Dogo in third, Dylan Young in fourth, Rick Hill Sr. in fifth. Austin.
Dang it.
Oshkan.
Oshkan is 6th. Mike Miller 7th. Ryan Johnson 8th. Casey Naneko 9th. Greg Graff 10th.
And we got Tony Green 11th. Damian Blue 12th. Rick Hill Jr. 13th. Matthew Logan 14th. And Henry Stanford 15th.
Alright, then in 16th, we've got Alan Rogers trying to crawl back into the top 30. We'll see if he can do so today. Anthony Logan is currently in 17th. 18th is Frodemar Otts. In 19th is our 2-time winner this season, Brandon Parker. And in 20th is Tyler Faden. That is through the field. Up front, 2 laps to go. Hillary Sanchez has about a second race lead. It's going to take a real big screw up here for her to lose that. But the 20 gets through the corner pretty well.
And he is starting to catch up, though.
He's slowly closing that gap. A win for both of these guys would sure mean a lot.
Coming to the white flag.
Yes, we will come to the white flag. This time the 20 is really closing. I don't know, does he have enough time? Here's the question, guys. Does he have enough time to get up there and make a move, or is this may be too late?
He's going to have to gain a lot of ground on the front stretch here. Got a good draft on the front stretch.
And the front stretch has been that 20's weakness today. White flag is up.
Flag is in the air.
Flag is out here.
He's losing ground on the front stretch again. I think that's going to settle it. Unless he can force the 07 to make a mistake. Here we go. Hillary Sanchez. Always comes in clutch in the postseason. We've mentioned it in the pre-race. She's coming up clutch so far. She's pulled away from the 20. The 20's not going to catch her. This isn't a ticket to the championship 4, but the bonus points will help them a great deal entering the next round. Through the final corners here. Hillary Sanchez will be the first playoff driver to win in the postseason, and she will advance to the round of 6.
It's a great race for Hillary Sanchez. Led all the laps and won the race. I said all but one, sorry.
Yeah, the one was led by Brick Hill Jr., who...
That was an incredible drive by that 07 and the whole entire team.
Yes, and a small team will move on to the next round. For Brick Hill Jr., he held on to 13th. You see, it's a decent result. It should help him. But today belongs to Hillary Sanchez in that 07 group. Anyway, we will show you your results. So we'll be back in about 15 seconds to show you who advanced to the next round of the playoffs. Alright guys, welcome to the post-race show. The Dylan Young, Hillary Sanchez, Damian Blue, William Brock, Devin Blue, and Tim Horton will all advance to the next round. The efforts of Brick Hill Jr. with that alternate pit strategy does not pay off today.
It does not.
And that is a tough break. Audra Baranowskis, too, also fails to advance. That is a tough break for her. She had a good season.
She did.
Anyway, we head off to the round of 6 next, but here's the rest of the standings. Anyway, we want to thank you for watching. Austin and Daniel, thank you guys for joining me. We'll see you next race at the Glen.
Absolutely.
Sure. All right. That'll be fun. It's all of our home tracks coming up, so this should be a lot of fun returning home. We'll see you then. Goodbye, everyone.